is Dina from Tarot with Dina. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing an unboxing and flip through of the new D&D tarot deck. It was just released today. I got the package on release day, so I'm going to open this and flip through the cards, and then I'm actually going to turn the floor over to two special guests who are D&D players. I'll do the tarot flip through and they will look at it from a D&D perspective. So let's get started. We don't have to.
That's definitely going to be there.
So now the box flips open like this. There's a guidebook inside with a little dice on the front. Looks like a full color guidebook with just a little paragraph about each card. And then the same, oh, I was surprised by the texture. The same design that is on the cover of the book is also on the back of the cards. The texture, it has one of those like air cushion feels, sort of like bicycle playing cards. It's a little plasticky, not too bad. I was a little surprised by how it felt though. So let's see what we've got. The Fool, Magician, High Priestess, the Empress, that's pretty, the Emperor, Hierophant, and the Lovers, the Chariot. I don't know what he has in his hand. It looks like a rat or a possum or something. I am not sure. I'd have to look at the guidebook. Strength. Actually, I want to look at the guidebook. What is in his hand? Does it even say?
These are supposed to be based on like key elements that have happened throughout the game's history.
Okay, so the guidebook does not give a description of the cards. So for the Chariot, it just says following through on your intentions and manifesting your desires. And then there's a little ampersand here. You find a trapped Ifrit. Oh, okay. Who offers you his services for a year if you can find a way to free him. I guess an Ifrit, I think it's like a fire spirit of some sort or something.
Yeah, it's one of the monsters.
Oh no, we're pulling out the D&D books. Just wanted to know what this is a picture of, but I guess it's an Ifrit.
This might take a moment.
Okay, so here we have a monster manual. Not my book, of course. I know nothing about this.
Give me a break. We're so playing this game.
So they have a little write-up in here about the Ifrit. So, yeah, that does not look like it at all. I guess it's a shapeshifter of some sort. This is some sort of guy, and this is some sort of possum. I don't know.
Maybe it's in the box. I don't know. I said trapped in the thing. You found a trapped Ifrit. I don't know.
I do not know.
I don't know.
I think I probably shouldn't have so many questions when I'm going through it, or we're never going to get through the walkthrough. That's a cut a lot of this.
This will come later.
That's right. That'll be for the second half. And here we have Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. I kind of wish the corners were a little more rounded. They're not sharp, they're slightly rounded, but I just like a slightly more rounded corner. Justice. The Hanged Man. It looks like there is someone under there reaching up and then someone hanging down and reaching down. Death. Temperance. The Devil.
Okay.
The Tower. It looks like it has like 5
Yeah,
dragons.
it's a 5-headed dragons Tiamat.
All right. Oh, okay. So if you're a D&D person, you will know a lot more about this deck than if you're just a tarot person. The Star. Although it might be a good deck to learn with if you were a D&D person and you hadn't done tarot before. It might be a good gateway drug into tarot. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. This looks like a guy is coming for you. The World. Then I'm not sure if this is like going to be called rods or if the... Okay, so the minor arcana, it looks like the suits are going to be strength, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. So
The 4
this one,
build or attributes.
all right, this is the Ace of Strength. Or is that right? Yeah, Ace of Strength. Okay. 2, 3, 4. There's like a rune in there. 5. I don't know if they correspond to the tarot suits or if they're just completely their own thing. 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, this does have arrows back here. It could correspond to wands. I'd have to spend more time thinking about that if it does. I'm not sure. And the 10 of Strength. And the Page. He's like Salt Bay over here. I don't know what he's cooking. The Knight of Strength. It looks like he's slaying a dragon. Queen of Strength. King of Strength. And then this might be intelligence. You've got a wizard with his book open and some runes around him. Yeah, so this is the suit of intelligence. So we have the Ace of Intelligence. Two. 3. This is pretty. 4. 5. That's interesting. And the 6 of Intelligence looks like he's passing through some sort of portal.
Spell called Dimensional Portal.
Like that TV show, The Lock and Key, where they can travel.
Yeah, sort of. So he's traveling from... Well, he's going from invisibility. He's both invisible, but then he's also casting those spells, which isn't supposed to be allowed. But he has a ring of invisibility on. I don't know. But he's going from like a dungeon to his home place, possibly. Okay. So he's using a dimensional door spell. And
that's why I need D&D people to help with the flip through here. 7, 8. That kind of reminds me of a hanged man in a way. 9. 10.
That's one of the characters from the Van Richten, or the Curse of Strahd game.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the NPCs.
Oh, all right. And there's someone here too. There's like a guy.
Yep, he's another NPC. On. That's probably Van Richten.
Now this is a cute card, the Page of Intelligence. It looks like she's making like a little steampunk dragon or something. That's kind of cool.
Tasha.
I
like this.
You like this, Doug? The Queen. Oh, that's cool. The King. And it has a Zeus look about him.
Yeah, that's a frost giant.
Oh, okay. And then kind of looks like the Witcher right there. So the next suit is wisdom. So there's intelligence and there's wisdom.
Yes.
Interesting.
Two separate abilities.
I don't think I have either, but if I did, I guess I'd want the wisdom, right?
Depends on your character points.
Get the Ace of Wisdom.
Strixhaven.
Yeah, you guys are going to have fun looking through it from a D&D perspective. So this looks like it could correspond with like 3 of Cups. I'll have to spend some time with it and see how they correspond with the suits of tarot. But this sort of has a 3 of Cups feel. So maybe wisdom is cups. Maybe. 4. 5.
Trying to figure out, like, how do you even know if it's like wisdom or intelligence or strength? Is there an indicator?
I mean, they all have the same symbol down there.
Yeah, it's the D20.
Yeah.
I
do not know. Yeah, I'm not sure what indicates. Well, okay, so on the first suit there were some arrows. Are they on all of it or?
I didn't notice.
I
No,
guess
it's
not.
like.
Because that one had the arrows, so I thought maybe they had some suit symbols. Yeah, I wonder if I would notice more if I spent more time looking through it. I like how this character is looking through a book and it looks like all this stuff is in their imagination. At least to me, that's what it looks like. Who knows what's going on? 7. 8. 9. 10. 8. Knight. And the Queen. See, it looks like she's in water, so I wonder if the suit of wisdom does correspond with cups because it looks like the element of water. That's a really pretty card. That might be one of my favorite ones so far.
I have to say the artwork is excellent. Really pretty.
King. And then the final suit is charisma.
That doesn't look very charismatic to me. He looks like, I have a sword.
I mean, here it says, a mysterious order of assassins begins to hunt down a member of the party. So
you can actually make an adventure out of it.
Yeah, like that would be fun. That would be interesting to do.
Maybe that's what we'll do.
Maybe. Here we have the 2 of charisma. And that's an especially pretty card. Some of them are pretty. Usually the artwork is not really my style, but some of them are pretty. Here we have some sort of bard. And some people with daggers fighting while he's playing music. And the 4 of charisma. The 5.
It's super dark.
It's like a shadow back here. Like you have the little character in the foreground. I don't know if it's his shadow or, I guess I could look and see if it says anything about what that is.
I want to say it's a pseudo dragon. A kobold.
Kobold asks if the party wishes to join him on an adventure to the Dragon's Teeth Mountain to find the fabled Eye of Tiamat.
Never
Okay.
trust a kobold.
It's like a little, like a brownie or house spirit of some sort, is it?
No.
Oh, I think I've heard of them in like mythology, and I thought that's what they were. But they could be something different in the game.
More like a goblin, but with dragon ancestry.
Okay. The 6 of charisma. 7. 8. 9. 10. There's like a bear. A page. And she has apparently a pet tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger.
Saber-tooth tiger. What?
I was wondering when the beholder was going to show up.
Knight of charisma. I mean, it's just an eye with a mouth.
Pretty much, yeah. What are all those other eyes? I don't know.
Here we have the queen. So I'm thinking maybe charisma is like the suit of pentacles, just because this queen with all the food laid out does remind me of pentacles. I don't know if that's what it corresponds to, but it really reminds me of that. I like this one. This is like the most homey feel of any of them. And then the king of charisma.
The bard.
So that was the initial flip through. And now I'm going to turn it over to the D&D people and see what they have to say from that perspective.
Let's get nerdy.
Hi! Hello.
Welcome to
Tarot with
Data.
Tarot with person off camera.
I'm Mark,
I'm Scourge.
and we were going to do the Dungeons and Dragon players portion of the flip through.
Yeah.
Buckle up.
Yeah. we're going to get a little bit more in depth with it.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, because we know more about this stuff.
that's true. You know a lot more about D&D than I do.
yeah, Dean is off screen. So,
Yeah.
the D&D deck. So this is supposed to be elements of the game throughout history that are like key moments. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure who this guy is. He's a bard, but he's just like I guess it's RWS based. At least the majors.
Maybe. I mean, the majors were traditionally named.
Yeah.
So, because you got the dog, and you got the guy about to jump off the cliff. He done up.
Yeah, the major arcana looked like it was the most traditional tarot, and everything else was a lot more D&D.
Yeah.
No, we have Madorkin. I can't remember it, but he's like this major wizard.
Yeah, he has a book.
He has a whole book. I don't
Yeah.
have that book, believe it or not.
You have a whole shelf of books.
I don't have this
we
one.
got a lot of books over there.
High Priestess. I'm not sure who she is.
That one is pretty, though.
That's a nice one.
I don't like all of the art for D&D, but some of them are very pretty.
I do see why you were saying that the card feels a little plasticky.
Yeah, it has a certain texture to it that's a little strange.
I like
Yeah,
that texture.
I was a little surprised when I first felt it.
You got Dwarven Emperor, Emperorish.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
Hierophant. I don't know. Maybe she's like a druid or a
It might say in the
cleric.
little guide.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
There's a guidebook.
Yeah, there's a book
Good
here,
point. Good point.
and the book explains like what the cards mean, and also if you're playing D&D, it gives a little description of like possible D&D scenarios that you can play through.
Yeah, so you can. It would be kind of cool if you're kind of going to have a group come over for a day or whatever. You can take a short reading or a 3-card spread out, and you can craft a quick adventure off of it. So like this one, the Hierophant, it has the D&D ampersand. And it says, you find a holy book written by a wise sage that contains a cryptic secret hidden within it. So that could be like the story hook. This is what your adventure is going to be about. and let's say we take another card randomly, boop, and it's going to be 7 of dwarves looking at red balls.
Yep. Okay. Just having a quick flip through the deck. Each of the suits, they are different stats in D&D. So there's charisma, dexterity, strength, and intelligence, and unlike normal tarot decks, there's nothing on the actual card telling you what suit they're in.
Yeah, it just says 7. So 7 of what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
7 of red balls.
Yeah. You got like the kings and the queens and stuff. This guy. Oh.
Yeah, that's like handsome Squidward of beholders.
What's wrong with your face, dude?
He's like, bam! There we go. We're good.
We got like 9 of
whatever that is.
Pirates.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not
the night of
pirates.
But so yeah, like your second card can be like the story modifier. Like in this case, to be a librarian has discovered a hidden stone door covered with magical glyphs in the library's basement. So
first you find this book, and then the librarian. I don't know.
You find a magical book, you go to the librarian, he's like, oh, I see this glyph
And
on the
he takes
wall.
your magical book and says, you can't check that out.
You can't check it out.
the third one. Let's do this one.
Okay, the 5 of lava.
5 of Grecian urns.
The 5 of a scene that was probably stolen from Disney's Hercules.
That's what it reminded me of when I saw it.
The 5 of Sans Undertale.
I almost wonder if that's from, what's the... Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. I can't remember. There's one of these big adventure books that they came out with when they go into the underworld.
Into the Abyss, or something about the Abyss.
Something like that. The ways in which competition breeds conflict and divides us to create suffering.
Okay, so this is going to correspond with, like, swords, right? So it would be like the 5 of swords. And then what's the suit called in this deck?
5 of intelligence.
Okay, so intelligence corresponds with swords.
And the game mechanic is the adventurers encounter 2 nobles fighting over a magical but cursed item. So this could be the NPC or maybe the people that you fight at the end. It could be the boss battle. So you get this magical book, and it's in the library, and the librarian's like, I need you to go downstairs because this book actually belongs downstairs. And you go downstairs,
And there's people fighting
over some other magical something, and then they find that you have the book they want, and now they're coming after you.
Yeah. Oh, this is all adding up as if like someone forgot to turn in a book, like they got out of the library and they're turning it late. Like it's overdue.
Kind of reminds me of this movie with Viola Davis as this librarian. That's not the point of the movie. It's called Beautiful Creatures, but it happens to have her playing a librarian of a magical library nobody knows about under the real library.
Is this before she kills somebody and gets away with it?
Possibly.
It is.
So that's a short example of how you can make a really quick adventure, or if you're playing a longer campaign and I don't know, you have a travel. They're traveling for a couple of days. That can always be a slow point in the game. So you can just randomly pick a card to say, let's do something
So
easier.
you play the games in real time, like when you're traveling, you're actually bored on the road.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially if you roll a 20 every time.
Just throw something out there.
Everything's fine.
Nothing happens.
Where's the majors? What did you do with the majors?
It's, the majors are...
lost the majors.
No, they're here.
Oh, okay.
They've been on the table.
Alright, so strength. Look up strength real quick.
It's right there. Yeah.
So what's the game mechanic?
A burly warrior bars the way and challenges anyone to hand-to-hand combat.
So you can be going across the road and looking for your campsite or whatever. I roll a 20. You found a campsite. But there's a burly warrior who bars the way to get to it and challenges anyone to a hand-to-hand combat.
Is that
Roll
dripping
initiative.
from his hand? Does
Was
it
that-
look like blood dripping from his hand?
Yes.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not coming from his hand. It's something behind it.
Oh, it's like a design
Oh.
behind him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like wallpaper?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe blood on the wall.
Ugh.
Maybe it's coming out of the back of his hand. I don't know.
But so there can be a random encounter that can spice up the slow gameplay. So this is really kind of a cool little tool to use while you're playing too.
Yeah, and some to bring up. This is not the deck of many things.
Oh no, it isn't.
Completely different.
It absolutely isn't.
Yeah.
So the deck of many things. I actually happen to have one.
Yeah, there you go.
And many fates.
Yeah, it's a different thing.
That's a whole different game mechanic. But the deck of many things, we'll just quickly go through. It's not really about this, but you have
Yeah, it looks totally different.
Like-
completely different ideas.
Like it's the tarot deck of D&D, but it's like very different because the cards are like effects that happen in game, like balance changes your alignment.
Your mind suffers a wrenching alteration, causing your alignment to change. Lawful becomes chaotic, good becomes evil, and vice versa. So in game, your character gets this deck. They have to pull a random card, and whatever that card is, it has to happen. There's no stopping it. So in this case, I would gain 50,000 XP, which would be about 2 or 3 levels. And a wondrous item, which is a powerful magical item. So this card's really, really good.
Yeah.
But could you use this tarot deck in a similar way?
You should, you really could.
Yeah, you can, but it is
It's
completely
different. It's a different deck
Yeah.
altogether.
Yeah, completely different. This man just wants to eat his chicken. But he can't.
Seriously. He's got a turkey leg with a bite taken out of it. So one of these creatures ate his turkey leg. He's about to smash his head with it. So that's our take on it. I mean, I don't go too long here. But
Pretty, I like that one.
yeah, this one is pretty cool. I like
Some
that
of them
one.
are pretty.
It's like
I like
a dryad.
I don't know
like
how
this.
you would do in readings without the book, as far as since they don't have anything to indicate what suit it is, then you're just like, oh, you've got the 3 of this woman and the 7 of this guy. I'm not really sure. You'd have to look it up in the book every time until you got used to the cards.
Look at this man and his respectable drip right there. Nice little suit. I like that.
And that is the doppelganger, I think, is the game mechanic.
Yeah, I think so.
The 7 of
7.
whatever guy with canes.
7.
It would take some getting used to not having
Yeah.
the names of the suits.
Yeah.
7 of intelligence.
Okay.
It's the 7 of, well, actually.
That's not intelligent. Bro.
Okay, it's strength, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused because intelligence and wisdom sound like they would be the same thing, but I don't play D&D, so...
Intelligence is how smart you are, and wisdom is...
Oh, so like some people are pretty bright, but they're also a complete dumbass.
Yeah, so
Something like that.
if you're a sorcerer or a wizard, or not wizard, I'm sorry, a magician, you have to have a very strong intelligence ability.
Right.
If you're a cleric or a druid, you would want a strong wisdom ability because it gives you bonuses depending on your magics.
Right.
So, yeah, I thought this was kind of funny when my mom first showed it. That looks so much like the Strixhaven cover, in a way.
Not really, because it's not like Owlman.
Oh.
But this is a super fun deck.
Yeah.
Just by looking at it, I
Like,
know this one from something. I've seen this character before. I can't
No.
remember who it is. But yeah, there was like really neat cover art.
yeah, the art.
Very famous characters.
The art is fantastic in this deck.
But anyway, that's my take on it. You got anything else?
I don't have anything in depth to say about like the tarot and stuff. I just like the pretty pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, the art is really cool. And I believe it's all unique to this deck. I don't think this has ever been used in any game or book.
Yeah, this is all unique stuff.
I like the design of the cards because of the air cushioning.
Yeah.
They don't stick, which is
They
kind of
don't
a turn off.
feel like a tarot deck. They feel more like playing cards in tarot size.
Yeah,
That's kind of how they're kind of supposed to be used.
that's a kobold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Look out for the stack of kobolds.
So yeah, that's what I gotta say about that.
Okay. Well, we all appreciate you coming in.
Thanks for joining us. Thank you to Mark and Scourge for sitting in, adding a little bit of D&D to the flip through.
I'm sorry I
Nerding
made
it up.
sorry I made a mess of everything.
That's what you do with cards.
I don't think it matters anyway because
We're
there's
gonna
no suits.
shuffle anyway.
Yeah, you're just gonna put random suits with random other suits.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So, hey, like and subscribe and hit that notification.
Yeah.
Appreciate you stopping by. And
Smash the like button.
smash that like button
Smash it.
with your mace.
Do it now.
Bye. Hey guys, Mark here. Hey, just a quick note. We were looking on the reviews over on Amazon, and one of the biggest complaints that people have is that there is no indicator as to what suit, if you want to call it that, or ability that the cards have as no words or anything. But I think I figured out that the ability of each card, like this one, is in the intelligence because the character classes indicate it. These are wizards and sorcerers, which the ability of, or primary ability, has to be intelligence for that character class. This is a fighter. Strength would be their ability, and that is in the strength category. This is a paladin, so a paladin would be wisdom, and an artificer is intelligence. So you need to know the character class, or and some of these are monsters. Like this one is doppelganger. They are intelligence. Their primary intelligence saving throws. So you need to know what the monster is or the character class to know what the card category is. So not exactly intuitive, but I believe that is how you would indicate where you are in that card. So just a note. Thanks. See ya.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for notifications. I post new videos every Wednesday.